Ah, Good evening, sir. Good morning or good afternoon. Kung anong oras naman to napapanood, sir. My name is Patrick F. Mangsat from Block 19. And let's get started. Good day, sir. The objective of this presentation is to construct a complete frequency distribution table from a given set of raw data and to calculate the mean, median, and mode using group data formula. By the end of this discussion, I should able to organize raw data into group classes, apply statistical formula correctly, and interpret the results of meaningfully. The introduction of the problem. I am given here a set of numerical data consisting of overall 60 values. My task is to create a group frequency distribution table and compute the mean, median, and mode. All computations I must use group data formulas, not raw data formulas. From this problem, I have a total number of data values. Is that readable? I'm just gonna check. Okay. N is equals to 60. The lowest value is, let's see. Let's find it. Hanapin lang natin ang lowest value. 174. Okay. Ano ba? Ito, 174. Sulat natin. 174. Ang highest value naman, hanapin natin 322. Okay 320. Baka ba 320 202. Ito 322 highest value. 322. Hanapin na natin yung range. Ang gagamitin nating formula ay finding the range. Formula that will be used ay range is equals to highest value minus lowest value. So range is equals to highest value. Ito yon, 322 tapos minus lowest value which is 174 equals, calculator lang natin, 322 minus 174 is equals to 148. 148. Dahil sa formula na ito, sinasabi niya kung gaano ka spread out the data is. Next naman natin, hanapin yung class width. Okay. Finding class width. Sweet. Okay, check natin lang yung camera kung nakapan. Sa finding class width naman, we divide the range. We divide the range sa klase into classes. Ang formula naman dito ay formula is class width is equals to range divided by the number of classes. Alright. Coffee break lang saglit, sir. Sarap. Number of classes. So, from the solution ay ang number of classes natin, ay check ko lang kung ilan ang number of classes natin. Almost equals to 10. Kaya ito, gamitin na natin. Class width equals 148. Ito yun. 148 divided by number of class 10 is equals to, let's divide, 14.8. Excuse me. 14.8. That is almost equals to 15. Ni-round off ko na lang po sa 15 for simplicity. I round it to 15 for simplicity. Okay, ngayon ang next naman natin ay saan ko ba? Sa likod na lang. So, medyo madami na to, sir. Ang next naman natin gagawin, magko-construct na ako ng class intervals. Constructing class intervals. 12 minutes. Mag-i-start ako sa lowest value. I start from the lowest value. Yun ay 174. So, ito na. Check ka lang. So, Sulat natin. Class units. First is 170 to 184. And lastly, 320 to 334. Okay. Ang next ko namang gagawin dito ay nagkuha ako ng notes saglit. Notes natin. Ang next ko ay i-complete ko na yung table. Completing the table. For each class units, ay i-determine ko yung determine this one, class boundaries. Next one is class midpoints. Next one is the tally. And next is frequency. And lastly, cumulative frequency. Alright. Nagbibigay ako ng example dito. This one for class 170 to 184. Ang boundary natin dyan ay 169.5 to 184.5. Ang midpoint naman niya is 170 plus 184 divide 2 is equals to, concrete natin saglit, 177. Yan. Tapos ang frequency niya naman niya is 2. So sa buong class ay i-repeat lang natin yung i-repeat ko lang yung process na yun sa buong klase na ito, like itong ginawa ko sa pagkuha ng boundaries, midpoints, tally, frequency at cumulative frequency. At ang tignan natin ang makukuha nating total frequency mamaya, overall total. So gagawin ko lang muna yon sa lahat dito ng classes. So ito is, so ang nakuha ko po dito total frequency ay 60. This is my overall solution, sir. Reflection. What I have learned dito is how to construct a group frequency tables and how to identifying the median and model class and avoiding calculation errors. ang challenges ko po dito sa pag-solve nito is na kung paano yun ma-apply yung correct na formula, sir. Sa challenges ko, yung importance ng pag-organize ng mga data before ko i-solve, tsaka yung pagpili ko ng correct class intervals, yung mga na-encountered ko, sir. Tsaka sa real life application naman, pwede pumasok yung analyzing test scores, business and business sales report, tsaka population studies, tsaka yung mga income distribution. So in conclusion, sir, group data analysis is a powerful tool na makakatulong para i-simplify yung i-simplify yung complex data, tsaka it will make interpretation easier and more meaningful. That's all, sir. Thank you for watching and listening.